something that wasn't discussed is how long has this been in the pipeline?
Mm.
And if you actually look, there are so many new players coming into this game. How, like, if somebody came up to you yesterday, and when I say yesterday, I'm saying like the 5th, the day before this, before it was like officially announced, you didn't see any leaks or anything, and they asked you, hey, I want to get a starter deck. What's the best starter deck that I can go get? What would you tell them?
Mm.
I mean, probably the Rise of the Floodborn one.
I like Bloodborne. Yeah.
I mean, right? But now it's pointless. I have a couple of friends who I've been playing with at work who went and got a couple of starter decks, and then this was announced, and they were like, "Whoa, wait a minute, we can't play with half of our cards."
Hmm.
So if you look at the starter decks, the first chapter was just the first chapter, but every deck or starter deck after that
Nick.
included cards from previous sets, all the way up until Ursula's. And then after Ursula's, something changed. As soon as set 5 came out, that set 5 starter deck only included set 5 cards. It did not include any cards from previous sets from 1 to 4. It only included set 5, and that's it. And then everything going
Mm.
forward only included cards from set 5 forward. The single player decks or the starter decks, whenever they made that change, quit including sets 1 through 4. So it's as if they knew that they were already had set rotation in mind. Nobody's talked about this, and I don't understand
Notice that?
why.
I didn't even notice that about the starter decks.
But
I quit buying
they're
starter
so
decks,
like
so I didn't know.
yeah, but us as a community, when new players come in and they want to get started, that's something that they always ask us
Yeah.
is, hey, which starter deck should I get?
Hmm.
My answer from that day, from today, is completely different because now I feel terrible for telling people about, yeah, you should get this one or you should start with this one or hey, these are some really cards that you should go and get that would help your deck or improve your deck because you're not even going to be able to play with them anymore.
Yeah.
And the communication aspect, that could have been better if that truly was part of the plan. And I get you didn't have somebody there in place yet. And I'm glad they're going ahead and announcing it now and letting us know that when 13 comes out, the next 4 are going to be gone too. Because looking at those starter decks, this was something that was planned all along.
Yeah. And I think it goes back, it raises that barrier of entry. And I'm always thinking about the new player. And I think it does. It raises that barrier of entry from what would be the easiest, no barriers, to maybe a level 2 out of 10. It's now no longer like, oh, they find a Rise of the Floodborn starter deck on the shelves and they want to start playing Lorcana. Like, because I'm sure inventory is floating around like crazy. I think about the Inklings packs we got at Costco.
Oh, yeah.
And there's inventory floating around with that. And it's still probably going to end up at like overstock stores, and people are going to pick this up and be like, wait, I can't go and play at like a game shop in Core Constructor with this or whatever.
Even the Lilo gift set, whenever the Lilo gift set
Yeah.
came out, it was such a big deal because it had all of these packs from previous sets.
They were all flooding inventory.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've said that. We've said that those packs is just to move older inventory.
They were passing them out at the Disney store 2 weeks ago when we were there. Well, you bought it, you got a pack of Inklings. I mean, it's like they were just giving them
It's
away.
gonna not be. It's gonna be not legal.
But you were talking about set rotations already. I got to look, and Magic did the same thing at the same time with set rotations. 2 years in, they started rotating sets. So, as far as I know, it's always 2 years in, except for Flesh and Blood. I don't think they've ever done rotation. Is my understanding from what I've dug, what little bit of internet research I've done.
Just by googling
Again,
while
first time
going there,
TCG
yeah.
players here.
Yeah, don't take my word for it.